Pritchard, Alabama is a poor city on the outskirts of Mobile. It was a booming post-World War II city. A year and a half ago, or almost 2 years ago now, the city's pension funds ran out of money. And now this was not a surprise, and there had been actuaries who had said 5-10 years earlier, if you go at this current rate, you're going to run out of money in 2009. They went at that current rate, and in 2009, they ran out of money. And so even though this was a state law set up the pension fund, the state law says you must pay this fund no matter what, the city actually stopped sending the checks. And so you had about 150 retirees who suddenly had no pension checks coming to them. And I went down to them. Some of them were younger than Social Security retirement age, because you could retire in your 50s in this. So they had no source of income. I mean, there was a retired fire marshal who was found dead in his home with the utilities were turned off and no electricity. And he was apparently destitute and couldn't get health care. There was a retired police captain I met who was fortunate, and he'd gotten a job as a cop at the regional airport. But then one Saturday morning he was washing his car at the car wash when somebody tried to rob him, and he resisted and he was shot. So he couldn't go to work. And they put a tip jar in his local diner, and people would put money to contribute to him, and that's what kept him afloat for 3 or 4 months before he could get back to work. Tons of places, as we know, aren't making their required contributions. Sometimes the future does come, and I think Pritchard is an example of that.